This is the final rig of the Dota 2 character. Uh, my main resources that I used, the Autodesk tutorial video on YouTube, which mainly affected my work and heavily influenced it, plus the tutorials and notes I got from university lecturers. I mainly went for the UDK one is due to the main is a triple IK. With their foot solution, they had a lot of extra helpers, especially around the knees and the back of the heel of the foot. Even though you do have a main control on their one as well, it seemed quite messy around there, and it seems too much extra things you don't really need if you can have the same sort of effect with just using the reaction manager and custom attributes. With this tutorial I followed, gave me some spine helpers that help with the main com, which is the main pelvis attached to, the hips where the spine's attached to, and also the pelvis as well. So when you move that, you get a little, can give a bit more emotion and like comic value to walks if you would like. Plus the spinal and head and neck. The hierarchies are like any character. The feet attached to the legs to the thigh to the pelvis, spines, neck, head attached to the pelvis, the shoulder and clavicle are attached to the main spine. I haven't got a very detailed spine. As it's quite top heavy, I thought it always needed one, and with the tutorial I was following, they only used one, as they said not much bending happens really with the top of the body, mainly around the belly and hip area. Same goes with the IKs, solvers and FKs. They attach up to a hierarchy, like the hand to the elbow to the shoulder, and then the clavicle to the spine. As you can see, they're quite accessible and very obvious to the animator if they jump in. If the animator did have this bit of work, I'll have to leave a note explaining what the colours were. As purple for the clavicle, green is for the FK, red is for IK, the blue are for spines, purple is hip, and red is the main com, and pink is the foot. If they find this is too cluttered, they can go to the management tool or layer tool, and they can hide whatever they want to that because you really need it. With also they are named as well, so if they didn't use that layer, they can go to these names and go, oh, that's a left hand elbow, FK, oh cool, that's the right hand IK. So they are pretty easy to spot. Also with the UI, explain what they are. Also with some custom attributes on certain helpers, especially the yarn ones, they all have the same, so they all can control the elbow when they want to, and also who has the main control over the FK or IK blend. It can be 0 is IK, I think, and 100 is FK. Both arms do the same thing, and so do these shoulders. With the arms as well. Say you wanted to move that, and then you moved the arm, and you're like, put it down to the okay. Yeah, no, I want to move it, use the FK, but I don't want to move it all back up here. I have this custom code that says, oh, you move the FK to the IK, or the IK to the FK. Here is the code. It came from the tutorial. I put my own names and names of stuff in there. Most of the code came from them. Seems pretty simple. It gives like the widget heights. So so the boxes. These extra boxes here because I do it twice because something went wrong the first time. but it easily explains how what it does. Also, what actually the names are in the attributes actually explain. Very easy for anime. Go, that's for the elbow. That's cool. There's a swing for it, so it's not guessing what elbow it is. It's saying, oh, it's elbow swing, so they can get straight to work. Same goes with the foot. You've got the main helper here, which controls the main movement, okay, IK, or triple IK. Also, we have our own custom attributes that change like the foot pivot, the toe tip change, twist of the leg, heel, and also we have the knee. In the selectors one, they have a helper for the knee bit, but as I prefer using the reaction manager because it seems more simple and it's very straightforward and nice and neat. Also, every convention, everything is named properly, so if you do wonder what things are when you first jump into them, you can say, oh, there's the hip, oh, there's the main com. So the artist should never really get lost because everything is explained and understandable. Here's the reaction manager with everything in every custom attribute, all the details and stuff. As you see, it explains how far they are. I've gone a bit over with some of the turns because it's better you can go over than under. So just in case you have to do an extreme bend, at least you've got the movement for it. Where is it? Yeah, nice, not really extreme there, but there you go. So it turns straight in. So the foot will never really go that far where it bends now. But as it allows you can do it. It says if you need to, you can always change it. So it gives a bit of more freedom to be very experimental and able to do some cool, interesting movements. As you saw, I have certain code for the left and right one, so they can snap. So you have to snap the IKs and FKs if you want to give more definition and the control to the animator for moving arms. Every point here also has a freeze on it, so if you've done it to finish your animations and you don't want to do any more, or you want to start a new loop, you just oh, it's too far in. Never mind. In a minute, you can go there and freeze, and okay. I'll just freeze it. There you go, and it is all back to normal. So all the joints are easy to find. They will stick out, so no worry there. Color coordination will probably be given in note. Hierarchy seems stable, and it all follows the normal body forms. Everything is named, so if you do get lost, you can always find what item you need if you do wonder what these things are. So as an anime, we can jump into things and find what they are. The custom attributes are easy and understandable, so there's no like guessing what things are and what they do, because you can just jump in and just maneuver them if you're an anime that actually knows what these things are. The code's pretty helpful with this. The bends seem pretty good with this character. There's no real deformity when you do stuff, apart from that. You see, even with those sharp, harsh bends, the body still reacts properly and there's no smoothing to it, even with the hip. Also, if you want to do extreme, it does look extreme there, but there's no real horrific deformities other than that. So now you can have, if you want to, you can have a nice little groin thrust. Plus with the arse, it seems to be very smooth, so no deformities there, so you can get a nice walk animation without worrying how much, if any of these verts are not used or overused, so they'll stick out all pointy and give bad geometry. I believe that I've done the best of my abilities on this. Everything seems to be working fine. Nothing seems to be wrong with it, as I can see. All the joints seem to be working as they should be doing. Also, these are actually frozen in place, so the animator will not be able to move them and break them if he wanted to. Also, that only rotates on this axis, nothing higher. See, so the animator has more control over it, and no worries that he could actually mess the hierarchy and break something. So there's all lots of safety precautions. I didn't do that with the foot. I could have thought, as everything's controlled by this foot, you wouldn't need to just like probably move these and stop these in place would be easier. But as you got these, you don't really need to touch that anyway. I only need the controller. So I believe I've done a good job. All the bends seem to be okay with the body. Apart from that deformity, that's like really stretching it if you really wanted to. But yeah, we've been that far anyway. And the neck's okay. So there's no real problems with this body. The bones are all linked properly, the rest is smooth. The controls are easy to get to, they're easy understandable. I believe that is it I need to cover. How it's just controls, yeah, so I believe I've got everything that's needed. And as you see, they can always jump back into the original position, so you can start all animations over again, or any sort of new cycles you want to. And there is the spot of what you need to do, or spot what controllers you need. That is it.